Welcome to Faith School. Join us as we explore a powerhouse lineup of biblical figures enrolled in a divinely designed curriculum. Together, we will stretch our belief systems and reveal God's ultimate purpose through the curriculum, the shift, and our foundational guide, the Bible. Our journey begins at the Old Testament campus with Abraham. In the School of Unknown Destinations, we learn to follow God without a map, trusting the promise maker even when it seems impossible. Next is Noah, in our School of Building and Blueprint Obedience. Here, we study the importance of following God's design, even when the task is complex. When God has a purpose, He chooses those who will act. Moses teaches us about the transition from the hidden life to a life of leadership. This course on trust and obedience reminds us that God sees our true potential, even when we don't see it ourselves. Joshua's course on unorthodox strategy shows us that spiritual fortresses fall through praise and steady obedience. Sometimes, the loudest sound is the silence of marching forward in faith. Gideon's lesson is on strategic downsizing. We learn that God doesn't need large numbers to achieve victory. He needs willing vessels who will allow Him to receive all the glory. David shows us that private victories over the lion and the bear prepare us for public battles. Our internal struggles are seen by God, and He will reveal His strength in us at the right time. Elijah's course on audacious supply teaches us to trust God even in a drought. If we are willing to take care of God's business, He will surely take care of ours. Nehemiah reminds us of the importance of focus and restoration. Rebuilding our lives requires both a tool for work and a shield for protection, refusing to let critics deter our mission. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego teach us about fireproof conviction. When we refuse to bow to worldly idols, we find that God is present with us, even in the hottest trials. Daniel's life is a masterclass in uncompromised prayer. By maintaining his habits despite the threat of death, he saw the lion's den transformed into a place of peace. Esther teaches us about having the courage to speak up for such a time as this. We are positioned exactly where God needs us to break the enemy's influence. Job's story is one of unshakable trust. Even in the midst of profound loss, his worship unlocked restoration. Remember, your best days are still ahead. Crossing to the New Testament campus, Peter invites us to step out of the boat. As long as our eyes are locked on Jesus, the storms beneath our feet lose their power. Finally, we look at the woman with the issue of blood. Her determined faith allowed her to touch the hem of His garment, proving that persistence in seeking God pulls virtue from heaven. Now, we examine the centurion, who reminds us of the power of absolute authority. By recognizing that Jesus can speak the word from a distance, we learn that God's authority has no geographic limits. Mary, the mother of Jesus, offers a powerful lesson on radical surrender. Her willingness to yield her future to the impossible message of an angel inspires us to say, "Be it unto me according to your word." Jairus teaches us about delayed miracles and the importance of refusing fear. When the world says it is too late, walking with Jesus leads us straight into a resurrection moment. The Apostle Paul demonstrates the grace of the thorn. Even while wearing prison chains, he wrote masterpieces of joy, proving that God's strength is made perfect in our absolute weakness. Ultimately, the course comes back to you. You are a living epistle, and your own story is a daily curriculum where you learn to trust God in real time. Remember, Faith School is a lifelong journey. Even if you feel you have failed at times, God's grace is active, and His divine curriculum is working everything together for your good. Stay in school. We are so grateful for your time today. Your presence has made this journey special, and we look forward to connecting with you again soon. God bless, and thank you from Pastor and Lady Brown.